Well, to put it mildly, just picking actors has become a bit of warfare. So I may be upsetting both sides who expect me to slam Campea, and don't worry, he does say some stupid things as usual. But this one was probably one of his not wholly cringe contributions. So the controversy is over whether Gunn picked the right Harry for the new Superman film. And although I wasn't that into what Gunn was doing, I think it's on the right track, but I'm still having a lot of doubts. But old Campea is like, no, 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 guys, we need to support this.
To be Perry White, I was like, that's utter perfection. If you've ever watched this guy, and by the way, this guy is one of these actors who has quietly, almost under the radar, gone on to have like one of the most desirable,
My own opinion is the pick is fine. I don't think this is a bad cast, and even this particular issue with Perry is not to me too serious. I've read a lot of the comics, and if you do look closely, they never got it right. It's always been deviated. And I think there is technically a Black Perry in the comic, but that's the new continuity. You got to be careful when you're discussing comics. There are now so many different canons, different continuities. It's all a little fuzzy, so you have to specify which version of Perry they're going to do. And even that, they haven't really clarified. Are they using the 52 universe? Is it going to be a totally new Gunn universe? A lot of question mark. But him saying, oh guys, this is just perfect. This guy's perfect. He did The Wire. Well, increasingly, I do think The Wire is a good show. I don't know if it's like the greatest show of all time. I saw a lot of episodes, not the whole thing, but it's like, it was good. I mean, I grew up in kind of a ghetto atmosphere for a little bit. Yeah, it was true to life in some respects, but it was fine. It's just the way he keeps pumping everything up. The Wire was the greatest thing. This guy's the greatest actor. He's the perfect choice. And if you don't agree, well, we know what's going on here. Now, I'm sure many fans will be like, it's fine, or it's not good, it's not okay. Yeah, there's probably going to be some people that will make it just focused on the race issue. And again, if you want purity in your comics, that's fine. Although, again, I would say that compared to the Batman, this is better. I do think with the Black Jim Gordon, that was going a little too far. No need for that. But here with Perry, again, good or bad, we can reference the comics. And Snyder already pulled the trigger. Oh, and don't worry, he was throwing some shade there.
About his character just in Suits and Jack Ryan, right?
He's great in Jack Ryan.
Oh, he's so good in Jack Ryan, right? But if you even just look at his characters in just those two shows, if you said that character was, even just look at Suits, say that was Perry White who decided to go back to his law career after leaving the newspaper business, I would totally buy it. Like,
Right. Remember, Johnny's a Snyder fan, but Lawrence wasn't good enough for him. Okay, why not? I actually think he's technically probably the best Perry we got. But again, we didn't have too much of him, but I think he embodied the spirit fairly well. Although, I will say, I do love Snyder, but the way they did journalism or news doesn't fit my own experience. I did a little bit of journalism. It's like, yeah, journalists don't really work like that, but hey, whatever. I do think at the end of the day, the look and the casting with Snyder was pretty much perfect. With his version of Superman, the casting was pretty spot on. However, gotta admit, that universe did have its own problems beyond the casting. So, there we are. And of course, Lois Lane does not look like Amy Adams, but he made that pick anyway. You're gonna have ups and downs with casting. So, overall, I agree this is good casting, but perfect, or they can't find someone else, or we gotta go with this because Suits and The Wire. I don't agree there. I'm sure some fans of Goodwill will be like, nah, this is not a good choice. And overall, they're having doubts with Gunn and where he's gonna go with Superman. I agree, there's a lot of question marks, a lot of doubts. I at least thought I could give it a good chance, but I am excited for maybe what they may do with Supergirl and maybe Swamp Thing and a few other things, but I don't know. Superman increasingly, I'm sure aspects will be spectacular, but like Dune Part 2, I hope I'm wrong, but yeah, I think it will be disappointing in many respects.